want to do. Again, I'm expecting something else defensive. Adagio is definitely someone that can help keep a hero alive.
An early advantage with Archaic having the crystal power to get his heroic perk online. He will have a distinct range advantage over the Grace, and Grace doesn't really have a lot of ways to escape, so that's going to be a bottom turret now going over to Tilt Rehab, taking down that objective in just 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, good chance that the top's going to go down as well. In fact, Joseph, he's locked onto Maokai. Maokai, you're in a bad place here. Bada boom on in, just a gap closer. Joseph will go ahead and
Contain themselves.
Double the spellfire, double the fun.
Yeah, we'll have the poison shift coming out of Esme too, which is really key here for the Lyra early game. But Max Green's coming over to this turret.
Max, go ahead and jump on in. Esme looking to avoid some damage, but Zeo's made the rotation as well. A Holy Nova, but the Vanguard, the Flask will allow him to go ahead and reposition. Gabe Vizzle, he's got the verse coming on through, but it's not going to connect with a stun. Until Rehab taking a lot, absorbing more damage than I thought was capable. Now, the Enzio, another Dragon's Breath coming on through. It almost feels like Zio's just kind of like experimenting with these Dragon's Breath now. That's going to be the kill from School onto the Fox. It looks like they should be able to get 2 more. So they're going to lose the Arden and Idris as well. Tribe taking a lot of damage, but spreading it out on all members. Nobody going down. Really clean plays there.
Yeah, absolutely. And for a lot of this early game, it did look like the side of Tilt Rehab had the lead. After that fight and this Ghost Wing getting captured up by Tribe, that can change very quickly. Maokai is trying to push this turret.
Dude, Maokai
pretty low on health here. He doesn't have a lot of damage for Glaive. You know, typically Glaive has a pretty sustainable amount of damage, as well as being able to tank quite a bit himself, but
another just immediate Dragon's Breath coming on through. Maokai taken down. Zio's going to take a lot of damage. In fact, he drops incredibly low.
Maokai pretty low on health here. He doesn't have a lot of damage for Glaive. You know, typically Glaive has a pretty sustainable amount of damage, as well as being able to tank quite a bit himself, but
another just immediate Dragon's Breath coming on through. Maokai taken down. Zio's going to take a lot of damage. In fact, he drops incredibly low. But they'll take the turret. They'll be able to get back here as Tilt Rehab trying to shove down mid. In fact, that's going to be taken down to at least 50% before Tribe are able to respond to this. Looks like Joseph and Gabe Vizzle stay in top lane, but the fight will continue into mid. The port forward, School trying to get the damage down. In fact, he is going to be able to take down Sino there. Now looking potentially for Archaic. They don't really have great chase. They have some movement speed enhancing abilities, a little bit of gap close, but initial ignite got buffed, but then the damage over time, I think on it got nerfed just a little bit. But he's been throwing Dragon's Breath almost every fight, the beginning of the fight, and it's been working incredibly well.
Yeah, it's a lot of base damage increase, but we got a fight breaking out here.
Got another fight breaking out now. The Gauntlet zoning one way first, zoning out the backside. Tribe, a lot of AoE damage coming on out. Max jumps in, stunned up, taking a lot of damage, but the damage is piling up much harder on the side of Tilt Rehab as they retreat back, trying to get under the safety of the turret. One shot will come out the other way, connecting on to Joseph. Joseph really not too worried about that. Pretty tanky still at this point, so 2 from Tilt Rehab going down. Tribe not going to lose anybody once again, dropping low, but they're doing just fine, and they'll move over for another Ghost Wing.
Yeah, they're looking for that objective, and they should be able to get it. Meanwhile, that top turret is getting pushed pretty heavily by minions. It's obviously not going to fall now, but we do have the Captain minion up there, and that damage will add up. Ghost Wing going over to Tribe, so they maintain objectives as they need. Now, we are 12, 13, 14 minutes in, and Black Claw is on the map again, spawning now at 12 minutes instead of 15, and Tribe, they're going to go ahead and take that one and maybe look for one solid push to win this game with the Ghost Wing buff and Black Claw.
Yeah, just one good fight coming out here. Could go the other way. Now, once again, Dragon's Breath starts this off, slowing opponents down, boosting his team right into the fight here. Tilt Rehab, you're going to have to put something amazing together. Max Green drops low, but he's got the self-defined intervention. Maokai trying to stand his ground, but getting melted down. Ali Peterson, a tanky Arden, but not tanky enough for his team to be the front line. I guess he actually, another self-Vanguard will stay alive here. Zio going down for Tribe is going to slow down what they can accomplish here, and that's almost the like pinnacle just of what they're trying to achieve in this fight. Tilt Rehab actually taking a pretty important kill.
Yeah, they did. It was a trade by Esme on the back line, and they were able to pick that one up. Again, as you mentioned, Scarf, would have been able to rip these turrets and armories apart with the boosted damage, but since they were able to get that kill, Tilt Rehab should survive to pick another fight. They will lose out on that central turret, but their armory stands strong, so they won't have those buff minions that they have to worry about constantly. So that's a little bit of a saving grace for them, giving them a lot of freedom in where they can roam on the map.
Look at their, I mean, the timing is really sweet. Like, literally, they drop the scout cam as Ghostwing flies down onto the rise here. Now, they're going to go ahead and look to zone Tilt Rehab back. Tilt Rehab taking a lot of damage. They haven't applied any damage themselves, so if they get into this fight, it feels like it would be really bad for them. And these choke points are so good for Dienzio, so good for pretty much the entire team, really, because they funnel into that. You're taking AoE damage. You're able to get locked down Joseph on the backside. He can control up. He's going to grab Ali, pull him in a little bit here, but that's not the target they're looking for. Be silenced up as the gauntlet comes down. Tilt Rehab looking to fight inside the gauntlet here. Vox getting some breaking point stacks. Esme on the backside trying to take down, but Joseph's not the target that he wants to go for. They've lost their Glaive. They've lost their Arden. Looks like it's going to be Vox going down next. Tribe, will they lose anybody in this fight? This is just an absolute stomp of a fight for Tribe once again. They won't lose anybody. Look at them juggle that damage there.
Yeah, and that Imperial Sigil coming out.
I mean, Tilt Rehab have to steal this or just have a miracle fight, right?
Yeah, it's definitely looking to be that way. Maokai, he's going into an Aftershock, it looks like, but we've got this fight breaking out.
Target. School stunned up, but he's able to Arcane Passage out. Now he fights from range. Zio right forward with the Dragon's Breath. The Verse Judgment will come out. Huge stun to control Tilt Rehab as Tribe begin to pick them apart. Esme staying alive, getting some good breaking point stacks built up here, but he just can't collapse onto a target. They just can't finish anybody. They can't finish a target.
Now, and they have minions pushed in onto the Vein Crystal, starting to chip away at that now, and another wave is coming. Here comes the teleport boots from Max Green.
Max Green. Let's see. Let's just see how this plays out here. A little Arcane Passage. What? I'm over here. What? I'm over here. What? There goes your Vein Crystal. GG. Tribe able to take down Tilt Rehab, and it felt more like Tilt School to me.
Yeah, it definitely did. Great purchase from the side of Tribe. Everybody picking up their teleport boots there at the end. Noticing they had that double wave, that double minion wave on the Vein Crystal, and they were able to teleport in and get that victory while 3 members of Rehab were in the grave.
3 members in the grave, indeed. I was super impressed how Tribe accomplished a lot of stuff. For me, the most impressive thing was how they're able to juggle all that damage. Maybe our analysts can break that down for us a little bit, but we'll go ahead and throw it back over to the desk.